This is the place where sports opinions collide. Dead in 365. Here one more again with you guys, Sheldon J, man. Just enjoying the evening, watching some MMA. Hey, man, check this out. I was asked earlier my craziest of all time sports story. Let me give it to you. All right, bet, right? So check it. When in college, I was going to try to walk on to the basketball team. Unfortunately, I suffered an injury, and that didn't work out. Um, so I played intramural basketball, which at my college, South Carolina State University, shout out to the Bulldogs. Um, Intramural was kind of big. Over half of our basketball team was ineligible, so they had an intramural team. So it was like you playing real college basketball in some arenas. Well, I had a pretty good team too, and this just so happened my team was matched up against that team, and I felt like if I had a good showing, I could come out and prove myself next year and walk on as a sophomore. So I was ready for this game. I geared up for this game. I had one game earlier in the week, had a pretty good game, and I figured, I can show what I can do. I was super athletic in college. I was in great shape, believe it or not. But I was ready, man. I was ready. So I'm like, let's go. Game time came. The gym was packed. High anticipation because, like I said, my team was truly talented. I was one of those guys on the team that was, I got a lot of props because I was very athletic and good. So I was ready to go. So I'm out there hooping. I'm balling. We're having a great game. It's competitive. The gym is packed. It's fired up. And it's a smaller, it's not the big gym, but it's a smaller gym, but it's quaint, but it's big enough to where it fits, a good little bit of people in there. And once again, it was pretty packed. So I'm doing everything I can do. I'm getting busy. Well, one particular player come down, and I'm like, I'm about to kill this dude. Because this is the dude that's going to be starting next year at point. I got to take him out. So I try to cross him over. I lose the ball out of bounds off my foot. Now, I go try to make a Larry. I don't know if you know what Larry Johnson save is, but I try to save it behind my back, and I slid into the wall. Well, on this wall, I wasn't prepared. Well, let's just say this. When I slid, I kicked whatever was right there. There was something there. I ain't know what it was, but I kicked it because I didn't make the save to call it out. I'm pissed off because I got a turnover on a play that I just knew I was about to get him on, and this was gonna be the one. Everybody was gonna be talking about it. The coaches were in there. Everybody would have seen it and been like, "Yo, this dude is ready." So I kicked the wall. I turn around to get up, and I'm sitting like this, and I put my hands down to pick myself up, and I turn my head, look behind me, and everybody's saying, "No." Now, I'm friends with the basketball team, the other team, my team. Everybody's running towards me, and they're saying, "No." And I'm like, man, what in the world are they doing? I just couldn't figure out what was going on. But they're running at me like, "No." And I'm like, yo, what's happening? I turn back around, and there's a big gymnastics mat. I don't know what you call the thing, but it was propped up on the wheels on the wall. And when I kicked it, it tipped over. Now, it's not just a regular mat. This thing is really, really heavy. So when it fell on me, I'm sitting down, mind you, it folded me like an accordion. Not a good day for you, boy. Not a good day. I'm in there crying like a baby on the inside. I couldn't cry out loud, but I wanted to. And it felt like something was broken. I was having trouble breathing. They got it off me. It took several of them to lift it off me. It was pretty heavy. So it was a pretty bad accident. And I'm having trouble breathing. All I can remember at the time was them saying they was calling an ambulance. And I ain't know much about the insurance. I was a college kid, so I didn't know about insurance and how all that stuff works. And my mom was a single mom, so I'm like, I'm not going to try to put my mom through the ringer, make her pay. So I asked, not breathing, they called an ambulance. The ambulance got there. I said, how much is this ride going to cost? And they said, we need to take you to the hospital, let you get checked out. I said, how much is it going to cost? They said, well, it's going to be $200 at least. It depends on what your insurance, I said, never mind. I'll find a ride. Man, bro, I did not take it. I was like, I'm not riding no ambulance because y'all not charging me nothing. I ain't dying now, but they said no. So I was going to find a ride. Well, campus police luckily was there. I had friends in high places. They put me in the back of campus police car, took me to the emergency room, They really couldn't do much. They just said I had some bruising, and they just gave me a little bit of oxygen, helped me to breathe a little bit. Some muscle soreness on the inside, but they said I was very fortunate. But crazy story ever, because I've never been that scared in my life, because everybody was yelling at me, running at me. I ain't know what was happening, man. This is crazy. But yeah, that was my story. We ended up losing that game pretty bad, but it looked good for me because, we were in the game, and I think it was either tied or we were up 2 when I went down. We ended up losing by about 20 when I went out. So, I was thinking I was prime next year. Lo and behold, come back my sophomore year, severely sprained my other ankle. That's what I did the first year too. Ended all my hoop dreams. It was over from there. And it was too late at that point. I pledged to make it, and it was over with. But yeah, that's my story, man. And let me know what else y'all want to know from us so we can make some more videos and get you some more content. And also like, subscribe, share, put us on, man. Have somebody come join us tomorrow night with you. We love to see y'all in the place and see extras with you. We appreciate y'all love, and I'm out. Peace.